I'm Brandy. This is Hound Dog Hollow. Today we're doing October Vlog Challenge Day 20. The word is food. This is a VR to Amethyst Ascension. The challenge is by Palm Tree Bewitchery. So this is a wonderful topic. Food can have so many meanings, and it can be very magical, especially since a lot of the food that, especially what we cook for our family and our loved ones, is so full of love and good intention, and things like caldo de res or chicken soup have so much healing and love in them that they really are intensely magical spell work in and of themselves. So food can be powerful magic, and for many of us it was a way to heal, to comfort, and to express love growing up. So, you know, some of us enjoy food too much. Hey, that's a thing. It's one of our, I think, a flaw of human nature is that when we like something, we want to do it to like extremes. Moderation is something we struggle with, especially me. I'm always getting temperance in my readings. So there we are. But I went to a conference, a Latino Health Equity conference, because I do a lot of education, medical education with Latinos, and I am Puerto Rican. And I had the wonderful pleasure of listening to a woman named America Bracho speak, and she is just wonderful. And one of the things she talks about is in the healthcare community, we tell people that, food is fuel, food is just for eating, food is not for fun. And she talks about how wrong that is, because for all of humanity, we've used food for festivals, for celebrations, for certain occasions, to heal, to comfort, to love, to venerate our ancestors, to engage with each other in social and familial ways. Like, she used the example of when you go home, if you're a person who's lucky enough to have a home that you go home to, or you visit your grandparents, one of the ways that they show love is they can cook you something. So for me, my grandmother made arroz con habichuelas, so red beans and rice, and that was like her meal that she cooked for me that I loved, and I just love it. And it's, to me, that food is just like, that food means love to me. But for other people, it's like the Thanksgiving turkey and just like being together with the family and all of those memories. Or Puerto Ricans eat pernil for Christmas, or even like whatever your tradition is. Maybe you have Chinese for Christmas, or maybe you have a prime rib, or maybe you just have like a very simple vegan meal of like delicious roasted root vegetables and olive oil and herbs, which would also be very tasty and yummy. But the point is, like, human beings use food for not only nourishment of your body, but we use it for nourishment of our souls. And we use it for nourishment of our communities and nourishment of our culture. And so when we try to say, like, you should not eat your traditional food, especially to indigenous peoples, which we do a lot. You should not eat your traditional food because it's bad for you. You should eat quinoa and boiled chicken breasts. We're telling them that everything that they've ever learned from their ancestors and all of the things, all of the traditions and their culture is wrong, and they have to reframe everything to fit into what society says. When in fact, most indigenous cultures, all of us can trace ourselves back to an indigenous culture. And most indigenous cultures had large quantities of vegetables in their diet. And, for the most part, our problem is not actually what, eating. Our problem is what we are eating. All the processed foods, all the saturated fats, all the junk foods, all the packaged foods, things that are cooked from home are not anywhere near as bad for you as things that you buy from the store. And so we get into this concept of like, we try to make foods very medical, and that will never work, because food is magic, and food is magic that wise women and our ancestors have been cooking for the purpose of nourishment of the soul and of the human being and of the family for millennia. So it's something that will never go away. And so food magic is exceptionally powerful witchcraft that almost all of us do. Even if you have never been anything with paganism or witchcraft or anything, you were raised in a staunch Baptist family. Your loved one, let's say your grandma or your great aunt or even your grandpa. My grandpa did a lot of the cooking in our family because he was a chef. The way that they made chicken or potato salad or arroz con gandules, however they made it, is the best way, and nothing ever compares, because they put that certain je ne sais quoi into the food that gave it that love, that comfort, that healing, that feeling. And that is something that I hope to capture for my descendants and for my family. I want them to taste red beans and rice 100 years from now and think of me just the same way I think of my grandma. And I probably will for the rest of my life. But I hope to leave that kind of legacy. And so I really hope that we don't trend so far that we completely vilify food and we forget that it's not just nourishment for your body. It's nourishment for the family. It's nourishment for your soul. Sitting around and having a meal together and celebrating is as old as humanity. And it's something that we should never let go of. And it's something that we can definitely harness to put our intentions and manifestations out there, because it's old and it's powerful and it's innate human magic. And I 100% believe in it. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys so much. Have a wonderful night.